Happy hump day, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hope you all are doing well. It's about 1:15 here in Mississippi. And I'm not going to be a real long live. I've got errands to run, but I just have been called a liar this morning and said that, hey, Winky Whispers. I said I didn't lie. So I'm going to, I guess, make it a thing. So last night, I don't know, a couple of weeks, if certain people see me in chat or whatever, they like to bring up the stuff that, some of the stuff that Marissa was spreading and shit about me. So I have taken something the way I look at it, I have taken something that uh, someone tried to ruin me with and kind of like made lemonade out of freaking lemons. You know what I mean? With the whole Bush shit. And I get it. People are tired of hearing about it. Trust and believe. I'm sure you are, just as I'm tired. And thanks for. I'm gonna. I'm not a Discord leaking person, but I want you to listen, Blackhearted. I'm fixing to play you when you said that I said I was going to share it. That's not what I said. So you need to get your facts right. I don't want an apology either because I'm fixing to play what was actually said. I know who I am and what I am. And my reputation speaks for itself here, Blackhearted. Just because I'm not your cup of tea doesn't mean that you have to be vile and come so hard. I mean, my God, lighten the fuck up. But this is what was said. So let me play it here. Oh, crap. Okay. So I got accused, for all those that don't know, Blackhearted accused me of saying that I was, when I was on Alicia's, I guess that I was wanting to share what Claire Reed sent me this morning. Is absolutely not what was said, but here we go. Sorry, yes, it doesn't matter. I like Barnyard. I'm good with either one. But this morning, whenever I woke up, I've been texting. My text wouldn't go through, but now I know. I guess you have a different number, Alicia. But hey, Marshall White Sharpie. But I woke up this morning and I had, I went into Discord when Serendipity passed away. TNT invited me in, and so I've only went in that one day, and anyways, on my phone. So I got a message from Claire Reed this morning. Oh, jeez. And when I come back up on panel last night, I was joking about my Bush and stuff. Being silly. I mean, I'm just being silly. But anyway, she told me that I'm on my phone. Makeup Monster. Can I, if I I'm on an Android, can I pull something else up, or will it boot me out on my phone? I don't think you can screen share from a phone. Yeah. No, I don't want to screen share. I just want to look at it so I can tell. Oh, you can look at it. It might like. Okay, there you go. Makeup Mobster told me I couldn't screen. I never had any intentions of screen sharing. I just didn't know if I could look at it on my phone while I was in StreamYard. Blackhearted. But I tried to tell you that, but you said that it speaks to who I am, right? I'm such a shitty person. I mean, golly, I'm just I'm not on the same level as, God forbid, Sloppy Molly. I tell you that I didn't. You said, that I feel. Let me see. Where was it? You accused me of. You said that I asked if there was a way to share it, and that it speaks for itself. Okay, I didn't never ask if I could share it. Those words never come out of my mouth, Blackhearted. And I said I didn't. I told you that I didn't, and you said. Let me find it here. You said, you fucking did. You did ask if you could share it. Get the fuck out of here. Then you read it. Look, it was a message to me. If I want to fucking read it, I'll read it. But I never asked to fucking share it, Blackhearted. And, so then you say, Why fucking lie about it? Own it. You seem proud of it. Bitch, if I said it, I would have fucking owned it. But there's one thing you can say. I haven't been called a liar on here. I don't lie. I have no reason to lie. I'm not going to come on here and lie about shit like that. I have no reason to. I don't come on here to be a liar. So act your fucking age. Being a fucking tattletale says it all. Bitch, if you want to call me a tattletale, that's fine. But I woke up to a message that could have been handled a hell of a lot different than what it was. I don't just start talking about my bush and shit because I don't have anything else to talk about. Why don't you police the bitches that are bringing it up and that are continuing to bring it up when they see me? Why don't you police them instead of policing me? Just because I chose to make lemonade out of lemons, I'm some awful person? Look, I've heard a hell of a lot worse than what I said last night on Jenny Jin Jin's panel. I've heard a hell of a lot worse. As a matter of fact, Sloppy Molly, where were you at when she was saying all that shit about me? Were you in there telling her she shouldn't be doing it? I don't think so. Don't call me a name. Don't call me a liar because that's one. I'm not a liar. And Blackheart, I've never done anything to you, said anything cross to you, man. You guys don't even know me. Obviously, you don't like me. It's very apparent that I'm not your cup of tea, and that's freaking okay. But when somebody's not my cup of tea, I don't go around uh, leaving them ugly messages and saying shit to them, wanting to know if I had, why am I taking it so serious? Well, let's see. I woke up to a pretty freaking ugly message. I mean, she don't even know me. Clary don't even know me. Why would I have to? And I didn't take it. I think I handled it better than most people would. So let's just talk about it. Beej, you need to fucking stop with all the nasty talk about your snatch. Turning my stomach every time I see you on panel talking about your old lady badge. Fucking make it stop already, dude. Certified panel killer. Nobody wants to hear about your front bum. Okay, thank you. So that's what I woke up to this morning. And I said, it's quite the contrary, my dear. It's actually the furthest thing from a panel killer. Have you not heard? Just last night, Jane the Teach was speaking on it last night. So I go on and I respond. I'm just going to read you what I put since it's obviously going to be a thing now. I said, you see, I prefer to call my very famous bush just that, a bush. I'm not down with the old lady badge or snatch. No, ma'am. Those words just are not appealing to me. And I'm sorry that your stomach is so easily turned. Wait a minute. You know what, Clary? I'm actually not sorry, so I take it back. Now you can add Indian giver to me being a nasty snatch talking certified panel killer. Good day. Okay? That's how I responded to the message that I was written. Okay? Get help, bitch. That was her response to what I wrote. I said, no help available, but I appreciate your concern. Then I get a something saying that I'm nasty, and I send her some love. Okay? So then, other people, I guess, wake up and see it, and they want to jump in. Lennon, Blackhearted, and they don't just come in. And I do have to say, there's several. Sarah and Nunya Biz, they talk to me like somebody with some sense. They were, they tried to express their Diamond. I played it this morning, UK time, and I heard what you said about your bush. Okay, infidel lady. Uh, okay, yes, I can promise you guys, I have never brought my bush up to start with. My bush was a subject of conversation for a lot of other people. So instead of getting mad about it, I fucking, it ain't no deal. So I don't just start thinking about it and bringing it up every day. I get people say stuff, other people, like for instance, Jane the Teach last night, bringing it up in chat. So I'm not going to apologize, and I'm not going to be told about what I can talk about, when I can talk about it, and how I'm supposed to fucking say it. I am a 55-year-old woman. I don't try to police your fucking channels and your chat, and don't try to police me. If you want to police somebody, won't you police the bitch that started the shit? Won't you police the bitches that are coming in people's side chats and bringing it up and trying to ask me if it's true? Won't you police them? Huh? Why don't you police them? Why are you coming at the victim, the one that was supposed to be ruined from it? If you guys would just stand back and look at the whole situation, I hope that you would see it with clear eyes. With all due respect, you do talk about your whatever you want to call it. I've heard you. Yes, I have. I most certainly have. If I remember right, you joked about changing your name. I sure did, full on hypocrisy. I have not denied that. But I don't just bring it up. 98% of the time, people bring it up. Damn, it's my bush. If I want to talk about it, why does it bother you guys? I have heard a hell of a lot worse on this freaking platform than my fucking bush. I mean, I swear, I don't know why it offends so many people that I bring it up and talk about it whenever other people bring it up, or even if they don't. If you don't like it, don't listen. It's easy. That's all you got to do is turn to the other channel. But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Y'all are the ones complaining, full on hypocrisy. I made lemonade out of lemons. Y'all are the ones complaining. Y'all don't like hearing me talk about it. Well, then don't listen. I mean, damn. My bush is so popular that it was in Savage's little thing that she puts on every year. I mean, it even had a character there. I mean, my God, just all I can say is if the shoes were on your feet instead of mine, I would love to have seen how most of you guys would have handled that situation. I really would have. I handled it the way it did break the ice. I handled it the way that I handle most things in life. I was only asking if you initially lied about the pictures. I don't care. No, I have never lied about the pictures, Jane the Teach. And I appreciate that. I've never lied about I've never confirmed nor denied because I don't have to. It's my business. I knew my truth, and I know, and there's videos out there, Jane the Teach, where I address what actually happened. But I actually thought it was, when Mercy and them going on and on about my bush, I thought it was funny. But there's people that and it may not jump out to all of you guys. You guys it may not jump out to because it hasn't happened to you. But I see certain people in chats and they will reference the bush and shit like that. So, yeah, I'm gonna act on it. But even if they didn't do that, if I wanted to bring it up, it's not like that's all I talk about. So I think this is crazy how it's such me bringing it up has disgusted so many people to the fact that y'all want to come at me sideways, man. I mean, really and truthfully, long live the bush, babe. I mean, good Lord. I mean, they're back in case you guys didn't know. I mean, so I try to handle things in life with humor, and I really truthfully don't take myself serious. I don't, and I try not to take other crap serious. I really do. So when I come back at Clary, I honestly tried to take the high road. She come at me. I felt like that was uh the message initially. She could have come at me completely differently than what she did. I mean, really and truthfully, she don't even know me. Why write me a message like that? So the other thing that they're saying, so I screenshot that message that she sent me and my response, and I posted on my community wall. Well, now I am, oh my gosh, I'm like the devil now. Look, I haven't hid anything I did. That was a message to me. I don't share messages. I don't share people's phone numbers. I don't do I'm not going to sit here and defend myself about that because my reputation speaks for itself. You won't find anybody to say that I've ever done that. So it's not like I screenshot that and sent it to somebody. I put it on my community post, a message to me about me and my response to it. And I put it on my community post. If you don't like it, then you shouldn't have freaking wrote it. And the hypocrisy about how that's an automatic out in Discord. That's rich, considering I have seen screenshot after screenshot that other people have taken and posted in Discord. It's just rich, man. I mean, I don't go around and share that kind of crap and give it. That's not how I roll. But you want to call me out for screenshotting a message about me that was to me and my response. And now all of a sudden, let's see what I'm called here. Let me see. I'm shady for it. I'm for real shady. Nothing says pathetic as fast as sharing Discord conversations. Don't give a fuck if she just read it. If she would share the Discord, clearly she would. Love you, Clary. That's Blackhearted said about me. And I go back with Jimmy, get your crickets out of your cracks. I don't share messages. I mean, this is how I respond to it, but it just continually gets, And Sarah F was very kind to me. Um, let's see. And because I referred to Clary as a bully, because I joked about it this morning and I said, would that be hate bonding? And I said, no, I think that's actually a bully, her coming at me. So she changed her name. I guess now she thinks that I'm crazy for calling. And bully sounds like an Alicia word. Okay, well, it was a diamond cutter's word this morning because that's how I felt you were acting. And then you're older than my fucking mama and you're crying that I bully you. Bitch, I ain't shed a tear. I ain't shed a tear. It's fucking younger abuse having to hear about your old lady. This is Clary. It's fucking younger abuse. A dig there that I'm older than, I guess. Having to hear about your old lady front bums on almost every panel. I don't give a fuck if you share my messages personally. Screenshot away, save it. Be talk to you. I don't know. Nobody's gonna read another three paragraph post. Okay. And then somebody said, "Can you show us where Clary hurt you?" I never said Clary hurt me. You called it bullying, which is even worse. Well, what would you call that? I mean, I'm asking in chat. I want y'all to tell me in chat what I read to you that first. What would y'all? The late Clary don't know me. I don't know her. I haven't ever spoken her name, and as far as I know, she's never spoken mine. And I wake up to that message. What would y'all call that? I'm curious. I said it was like bullying because that's what it looked like. If I didn't have such thick skin and couldn't let crap roll off my shoulders, it probably would have bothered me more. But I'm just curious. Blackhearted says, you asked if there was any way to share it. It speaks for itself. Never have I felt the need to share shit from Discord. You, however, have zero issues with it. I said, I don't tell anyone how to speak. Look, ladies, I don't tell anyone what to speak on or where to do it at. I understand you're not wanting to hear it. I get it. But when I have people trying to trigger me and bringing it up, I choose to address it. Maybe call the people out that are keeping it relevant. Blackhearted says that I'm living. Okay, so Blackhearted, no, you just take shit out of Discord. So yeah, kind of do tell people what the fuck to do. You kind of do tell people what the fuck to do. They point out you have been talking about your vagina on every damn panel last week. I wasn't even on panel last week. I haven't been on YouTube in about 2 or 3 weeks. But whatever, I don't owe you no explanation. And I said, well, I didn't ask about sharing it. I didn't say that. Um, real life stuff going on. I'm real life in it. I'm just saying to your face what everyone, now this is Clary. I'm just saying to your face what everyone is saying behind your back. If that's bullying, so be it. Well, I just want everybody to know you don't have to talk behind my back. I mean, I'm pretty good at listening to people and stuff like that. I really am. Sure am. But I guess if I was talking about it, like I'm being accused of talking about it, people probably would be tired. This stuff would be true, but I haven't been on panel every day last week talking about it, just for the record. And then someone says, let me get here. I get it, Barnyard. I'm just telling you from a regular sub that's in chats, it's too much. It's too much. I don't want to hear about your bush. Your clip rang multiple times in one day. I didn't, it didn't ruin you, and you were the only one mentioning it. So now I think you're good. Well, that's okay. Okay, that's how you, if that's how you feel, and that's how you see it. So, I tell her I'm not, I don't go real live. You fucking did. You asked if you could share it. Get the fuck out of here. And then you read it. Once again, I just played where I never said that. Did Black, oh, by the way, you guys, I haven't been looking. Did Blackheart apologize? Did she apologize for calling me a liar? She says, one fucking lie. Own it. You seem proud of it. So I tried to say what I was saying to MM. You fucking did. Act your fucking age. You're being a fucking tattletale. It says it all. And Clary says, she said all that she's going to say on this matter. It's nasty. You're nasty. And if my parents were online talking about their genitals repeatedly, I'd cut off their Wi-Fi and put their motherfucking asses in a home. And my response was, glad I'm not your parents. Go ahead, jump on panel discussing this. It says more about you than it does Clary. This is from Blackhearted. Clary isn't a fucking Discord sharing shady bitch. Argue with yourself. You showed us who you are. Okay. And then Clary says that she can guarantee 99% of the chat agree with what she said. They just don't have the courage to say it to me. They just say it behind my back. And then, people say they don't like hearing about it. They think it's low taste, low self-esteem, like listening to a bar bitch speak. And you just don't seem to me like you're that kind of woman. So why would you portray yourself as that kind of woman? I didn't think I was portraying myself as that kind of woman. I mean, honestly, I'm not that kind of woman. But I had that kind of woman talking about it for days on end. So once again, did you guys say anything to her about it when she was doing it? Because I missed it if you did. Clary has strong opinions, no different than most. So why are you taking it so offensively? If you didn't like what she said, all you had to do was after your live was come in here and discuss it with her. Well, you see, I thought she and I had, whenever I wrote back and then she told me to go get fucking help, and I told her there wasn't any help available and have a good day, and she told me I was nasty, and I said love, send her some love. I thought we were done with it. Actually, I was done with it. But then her friends saw it and they decided to jump in and jump on the bandwagon and let's beat a bitch while she's down, supposedly. Kind of. You know what I mean? So I didn't think there was anything to discuss, honestly. I said, I understand Clary has got strong opinions. I was not trying to hide anything. It was absurd for you to message me the way you did. Why don't you police the people that continue to harass me about it? You know what I mean? That's where I'm coming from. Ridiculous. I don't get it. I mean, and whenever I'm wrong and I accuse somebody, first of all, if somebody told me that they didn't say that, I wouldn't, and they were like I did. I said I didn't say that. You damn fuck that you did. First of all, when it was revealed that I was wrong, I would have apologized to that person. That's just me, though. You know, the nasty person that talks about her crap all the time. That's just me being vile over here. I mean, good Lord. I don't go around starting crap with people. I don't go around being ugly to people. There's lots of things that I've heard that I'm not fond of, but I don't write them a message and tell them how sorry I think they are or whatever. I mean, look, if I don't like something that I hear, I just don't listen to it anymore. You know? Oh, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about your nasty ass bush. Only you want it talked about. So go shave your shit and stop whining. Dolly soap on a rope. Bite me, bitch. Bite me. Obviously, a lot of people care about it, baby. A lot of people. There's a lot of people that's got some strong opinions about my fucking bush. So, Dolly soap on the rope. Go back where you come from, baby. You ain't lost nothing here. This is a bushwhacker community. You lost. Thank you, Band-Aid of Memories. Infidelity, you can speak to every full on hypocrisy. Let's see. Jane the Teach. Let's see. Twin Thing. You made my heart say Monroe. Jess. Kathy Clock the House, Winky Whispers. Whenever I saw that this morning from Clary, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. At first I was like, wow, she must really be pissed at Alicia, because I know her and Alicia got into it. But the reason I'm so emotional is I know that TNT and Steph are good friends with her, and I have mad respect for TNT. And initially, the first thing I thought was, wow, that sucks because of my friendship with TNT. So I would rather be the way I am, to try to find good in things and, try to cheer somebody's day up instead of shit in their Cheerios right off the bat. And I guess they thought that when they told me it was an automatic dismissal and boot from Discord, that was going to bother me. Look, I got invited in, and I have been in it maybe twice since Serendipity passed away. I'm not a Discord kind of person. So I don't care if you boot me or not. And I'm not going to apologize for doing what I did. It was my message to me and my response. Hey, Irish Scout. And if I want to talk about my damn bush or my butt, or I will, I will. And if it's easy, if you don't like it, just freaking tune out, man. The door runs both ways. You can leave the same way you came in. And I felt like, I said, I get it. Hold on, I'm tracing my drink down. My cat's gonna run off with my lemonade. Where's my drink at, baby? Hold on, what did I do? Let me go grab my lemonade, guys. Hey, baby. Mm. Fixing to toot my own horn. I have always loved the lemonade from the fair. Oh my gosh, I love that. Well, somebody that goes to church with my mother-in-law, they have a lemon tree. And when I say, hey, shit show, when I tell you guys those lemons, I don't know. I think they may be like Meyer lemons or something. They are the biggest lemons, and they are like I roll my lemons before I juice them to loosen them up. And whenever you roll this, like the second time you roll it, no stuff, no crap. The lemon peel becomes oily. They're very good. I mean, like shiny. So anyway, I make a simple syrup on the stove, cook the simple syrup, and normally, like when I make sweet tea and stuff like that, I just add the tea. I put the sugar in the or Splenda. I put it in my pitcher and then I put the tea in it. But I don't know, for some reason I've always associated homemade lemonade with a simple syrup. I don't know why, but anyway, I always make a simple syrup. And while it's the simple syrup is cooking, I get strawberry extract, strawberry flavor extract, and a little orange extract. So anyway, I put the simple syrup. I do my lemons. I roll them and then I do them on a lemon, one of those juicer things. And I love pulp. I love the lemon pulp. So anyway, however many lemons I'm going to do, how much, and I put that in my pitcher, and then I put my extract in there, and I put the simple syrup, and then I fill it up with ice. And my husband's not down with like lemonade. I love Walt Arnold Palmer's half tea and half lemonade. But anyway, you guys, this is the best lemon. It reminds me of the fair lemonade. I just love. Now I have to say, it gives me headaches because it's not have caffeine in it, and I am hooked on me some vanilla cokes. Um, so anyway, last night I made some, and I feel like I'm getting sick. My niece, her and her daughter have COVID, and so I feel like I may be kind of coming down. I can feel it in my throat and my sinuses and stuff, and I'm just not up to par. But I thought a little lemonade probably better for me than vanilla Coke this morning. So anyway, and it doesn't give it um, a tint or anything. The extract doesn't. It just like I love strawberry lemonade. So whenever we go to, I think it's Lone Star. It's I can't remember which steakhouse it is, but I always get if usually if there's anybody that's got a flavored lemonade on their menu, then I try it out. But most of the time they have like if it's a strawberry lemonade, it's like a nectar that they put um in it. So I didn't have anything like even like that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask them what I wonder what they use. I know it's a thicker, syrupier consistency than the lemonade, but so I thought, well, maybe I'll just do some strawberry extract. But I've never seen any strawberry like guava or anything like that. But anyway, anybody knows any secrets like that, let me know. But anywho, I just wanted to jump on here and clear that up, you know. Oh yes, oh my gosh, Winky Whispers. There was a little country store down about 2 miles from where we were raised, and they were farmers also. But they grew sugar cane, and they would process it. They would take the whole weekend once a year, and they would process it, and it was I don't know if you guys have ever had, but anyway, they would make molasses out of it. I love me some molasses. My favorite bought molasses is Grandma. I think it's called Grandma's. That's the brand name. Okay, read your comment. Okay, let me get that. Irish Gal, absolutely. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Okay, Irish Gal. Let me find you. Okay. Oh, she's live, and she says she hasn't talked to me in 2 years, and then I'm like, "Oh, I'm not lying. She hasn't asked you." Oh, yes, she has. Then she said you openly talked about your bush. She says then she said you openly talk about your bush. She said you're irrelevant and oh, insert yourself all over the place. Okay, all right. Well, Bombshell, you did. You did. You emailed me. You didn't text me. You emailed me, and I have the emails. I just have to go through an old phone to get them. Uh, but I have several people that can vouch for the emails. They saw them. That's a good idea, Susie. That's a good idea. Cooking and putting it through a sieve is a very good idea. Yep, I didn't think about that. Well, it'd be kind of like my mom. We used to have fig trees until my brother destroyed them, but she would make strawberry jelly out of figs, and she would use strawberry Kool-Aid. Not Kool-Aid, Jello, strawberry flavored Jello. And whenever she would cook, after she would cook the figs down, so that might even work too. Some strawberry jam or jelly. I don't know what you call strawberry preserve, but okay. I love me some fig preserves when you put figs up. Uh, and oh yeah, Irish guy. Let me tell you, my nephew. We were up at the country, and my niece, and them were getting them a mobile home delivered, and they had been clearing the land where they for the pad and stuff, and so they had a huge brush pile piled up, and their son, my nephew, he was 14 at the time, I guess. They had I guess been pouring gas, when they would get during the evenings when they would be out there working, they were pouring he poured gas and he saw him do it. So my little his little sister and him was out on a Saturday morning out there, and I guess it was, he was trying to take care of it. So there was a big, I think it was 5 gallons. Yeah, it was a metal, old red metal gas can. And I don't know if it'd been sitting I don't know, but he had kind of walked up on the brush pile. I mean, when I say it was big, it was a pretty big, like, mountain of it piled up. He kind of walked up on the brush pile, and he had already put fire, but he was going to try to get it started, I guess, underneath. But whenever, I don't know if it was the pressure, what it was, but when he poured that gas hit that fire, it blew. Listen, it blew up and it knocked him in the air. Like, he come up off his feet, it knocked him up in the air, and all he had on was a pair of cowboy boots and like these basketball shorts. They're like long basketball shorts, no shirt or anything. And you guys, oh my god, it was like, whoo, sent us. So anyway, off to the emergency room, we go. Well, the parents do, and I keep the little and the his little sister that was out there with him. I mean, she's got PTSD. I mean, it racked her world. She thought her Bubba had died. I mean, it was pretty. So I'm getting emails from her while all this is going on, and I didn't see the emails until I think the next day, actually. So when I saw him and saw, read the desperation of her situation, uh, and I'm not going to tell all that she put in there, but uh, I felt the need to respond. First of all, I was a little surprised because she didn't know me like that, but so I felt the need to respond, and I sent her pictures of my nephew, and I told her what was going on, and I was kind of dealing with that. And she did say, "Oh, I'm sorry," but so I guess whenever she saw that it wasn't going to happen, she emailed me back and said, "Hey, don't worry about it. I got it from somebody else." So she most certainly did. Uh, I wouldn't just make a story. Contrary to what Black Hearted says, I'm not a liar. I have no reason, no benefit for creating a story. And I had never said anything to anybody. And whenever her other issues with asking people for money come to light, that's when it hit me that I was one of many. So don't say that I'm a liar, and I may be irrelevant to you, and that's okay. And if I want to base my whole channel off of my freaking bush, then I will. Because you know what? It's my channel and I can do what I want to. One of my rowdy baby dogs like listening to you. Oh, listen, my cat, she climbs up on the sofa and lays down. So, oh, that's so sweet. My mom had, I don't know what kind of cat he looks like Garfield, whatever kind of cat he is, but he is spoiled rotten. But anywho, he is such a little bitch though. I've always wanted like a lap cat, but I've never had a cat that I've raised from a kitten. I've always, it's always been one that's older. And so I tell my husband, I said, I just want to love on them. And I'll get them and I'll say, Mama's got a kitty. He gets so mad. And he's not declawed, so I have to be very careful. But anyway, he he loves to love on you, but it's only when he wants to do it on his terms. And I say to him all the time, I feed you, I keep you clean litter, keep you in treats. And if I want to get a little loving, a little sugar from you, you're gonna freaking give it to me. So I tease and ruffle him up. And he wears neckerchiefs around his neck. He's got his black and white racing one on today. But so anyway, I was when for some reason it's so crazy. When I come in my studio where I'm at now and I'm in my office chair, he never gets in my lap unless I'm in this chair. And it's just about thank you, Irish Gal. I appreciate you. And I wasn't even gonna say anything until I could get the receipts to back it up. I do have it. I've just got to go through. Oh, I got to charge the phone, and I got to go through an old phone, and it just hasn't been that important. And but I normally wouldn't say something unless I could show proof. But Black Hearted and Clary, I think my reputation speaks for itself. Most people, know who I don't just put out information that's not true. So I did, whenever that happened, I did speak on it, and because I knew that I could back it up. You know what I mean? And I don't want to, like, look. I don't wish no bad ill will to her. I really don't. Just don't say that you haven't asked because that people's offered, because I have. That's not so. Not what happened. You did ask me, because I remember thinking, it wasn't just $40. And look, I've loaned people money and they paid. I mean, it's no big deal, but it wasn't like it was like $50. It was over $600. I mean, that's something you need to go to your family about, or a bank. You know what I mean? Not some stranger you've never met on the internet, in my opinion. But oh no, Blackhearted told me I was an effing liar. Not about Bombshell, but about something that happened this morning. She said I said something and was doing something I didn't do, and I knew I didn't, so I proved it. You have to rewind ours. It's in the beginning of the chat. But so anyway, I and I don't even know who Blackhearted. Seriously, I don't even know who they are. I don't even know if I've maybe heard her name a time or two. I don't know. I just don't get where, like, what's so going on that you want to, like, wake up and just pee in somebody's Cheerios and go off on like that. I don't know. I don't like starting my day like that. My husband used to be like that in the mornings, but I've changed him. Uh, I mean, I told him, I said, look, because I get up with him and fix his breakfast, and I'm very fortunate and lucky that I have a husband that works and allows me to stay, not to have to work. I mean, I do things and I have a shop, but it could be worse a lot, and I am very aware and grateful. So I get up and I make him a lunch and lay his medicine out for him, fix his breakfast, coffee, kiss him goodbye, on his way every morning. I don't lay in bed or do it the night before. I take care of my husband, and this is at 3 o'clock every morning, sometimes 2:30. So I he would wake up and he would be like, and I just stomping his feet and bitching, and I told him, I said, and then he always calls me when he gets there to let me know he made it. But I told him, I said, you know what, babe? I said, you ruin my day sometimes. I said, I know that you don't want to go. I understand that, but and he's like supervisor. I said, but what I'm going to tell you is this: you set the tone for your whole day with how you act and wake up in the mornings. And I get it. But when you wake up and you're pissy and negative, that's how your day's going to go. And I don't like starting my day like that. I don't. And I mean, I'd rather set the tone, even if it's not going to be a good day. I'd at least like to start it out. I always, the first thing I do, I always say a prayer before. I mean, that's just what I've done my whole life. But while I'm waiting on coffee to brew, I'll stand there and I may not write it down or whatever, but I'll think about how grateful I am for, a couple of things, and it just, you know what I mean. So, and I do that 95% of my life. There's days that I don't, but I do it the majority of the time. But so I talked to him about it, and I told him, I said, you know, and I said, I just would feel bad about being one of your guys because, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, um, and how you are at work rubs off on the people that you work with. You know what I mean? It's like rubs off. So anyway, he didn't say anything. He didn't, didn't, of course he didn't like it, but so we about a week or so later, I noticed, he would be, even if he was, in a good mood or whatever, and he told me, he said, thank you. He said, it really, truthfully changed the way my days was going. You know what I mean? And sometimes you just need somebody to point out the obvious. I didn't even realize I was when I lived up north, I shared an office with a good friend of mine, a gal that we were good friends. We actually lived together for a while, but she hated the job. She hated the job, and she found everything to fuss about and bitch about. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I loved that job, but I she rubbed off on me. I'm just not kidding. I didn't even realize it was happening to where it was like I started like hating my job and being negative, and we would get off work and then we would talk to each other on our cell phones as we drove home. We both were reps for the company, and we would talk, and it would be like and actually it was my boyfriend. When I got home, he told me one day I come home and I was on the phone with her, and got off the phone, and I was just a bitching. I was just saying, and he said, you used to not you used to not feel like that. When did you know? So he kind of like brought it to my attention, and I even told her. I said, "Look, I said we're gonna try something different. We're gonna try to like be happy." You know what I mean? She didn't like it. She was stomp her feet, and but I don't know. Sometimes you just need to have a little be pushed a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot easier to be nice and kind than it is to be ugly. If Clary had just, I mean, look, I understand they don't like you. I get it. I'm not opposed to what they said to me. What bothered me was the tone in which it was said. Okay, and the words that was chosen for somebody not knowing somebody. How did she think? What kind of reaction did she think she was going to garner with coming at me with that kind of message? I'm just asking a question. What kind of response did she think she was going to get? I'm sure she didn't get the response that she thought she was going to get, because I think I took the high road with what I could have said to her. But to speak to somebody in a message the way she spoke to me this morning, and then they're wondering why I screenshot it and posted it on my community post. Huh? And they're offended, and now they want to call me let me see, what was the words that I'm a whatever it is. I break community. I break the rule. I'm shady. You know, sharing. I'm a conversation sharer. Really, what I mean? I don't. You can ask anybody that I'm friends with on here. I don't share messages. I don't give numbers. I'm a trustworthy person. So, and I don't have to continue to say that. I think my actions speak for themselves. You know, that I turn her stomach. You need to fucking stop with all the nasty talk. You turn my stomach every time I see you on panel. So this goes beyond my bush, because I turn her stomach every time she sees me on a panel talking about my old lady badge. Well, I don't do it every time I'm on a panel. Make it stop already, dude. Certified panel killer with a bunch of green emojis. Nobody wants to hear about your front bum, okay? And I get that she's from another country and she's not from. I understand that about Clary, and maybe it's more offensive to her. You know what I mean? But I'm just gonna say what I say. It could be a heck of a lot worse. Let me just tell you that, huh? I could be saying a lot worse than my bush. I mean, honestly, if that offends you, what I say about that offends you that bad, I don't know if this is a place for you. I'm just saying. So anyway, uh, that's that. But yeah, she most definitely did that, and I mean, I just thank you, twin thing. I mean, trust me, I have not always reacted to situations like I do. I haven't always. It has been a coming of the ages. My old ass, as I was referenced several times, I'm abusing them. I'm an abuser by talking like that because they're younger than me, and I'm abusing them. Gosh, and it blows my mind, because I dig me some TNT, and she's kind of she's kind of says what she thinks, and so it just surprises me that they're so offended by what I said when I don't think that how I hold myself and carry myself is a whole lot different than TNT, and they're really good friends. So that's what makes me think that it's more than me and my bush. It goes beyond that. You know what I mean? I think that maybe they don't like me just because I'm not their cup of tea, which is okay, but it's awfully funny that they've had issues with Alicia the last couple of days, and then they want to come at me. You know what I mean? I just think that. So, having said that, if that's really what it's about, then just say that. But don't blame my poor damn bush in conversations about my bush on it. Just say it's because I don't like you, bitch, because you like it. Whatever, you're friends with Alicia, whatever it is. Just say it. Own it, as I was told. When I said that I didn't say what Black Hearted accused me of, she told me to fucking own it. Well, I do own my shit. So why don't you own that you were picking on me because of somebody that I'm friends with? Huh? So, but anyway, all right. Oh, shoot, it's 2 o'clock. Here, guys, I got to go pick up some meds from the pharmacy, and go run a few more errands. So anyway, thank you guys once again for listening and chiming in. And I do bid you all a great rest of your day. And I'll see you in these streets. Hey, coming to you from Bush Community, the Bushwhackers.